Hello, and welcome to a game called Green Hell. This game is all about surviving in a jungle, which comes with all the typical things you'd normally find in a jungle, including venomous animals and cannibalistic tribesmen. Like I said, pretty normal. Right, I just had to wait a couple minutes for my wife to stop talking. Wives. But now we can just go around and collect some resources. We'll end up needing this stuff later on. I take it back, I actually think we need to let her talk some more. Wow, our wife is Latino and flat. Alright, so an actual mechanic. So we just go into our notebook by pressing N. We can click small fire and we can place this wherever. We're just going to place this right here. Now to build a campfire we're going to need some small sticks. The easiest way to get that is with this machete here. Or this one here. So if you chop down these more skinny trees like this one here, they'll end up dropping these long sticks, and what we need, small sticks. Somewhere around here. Right there. We're going to need a lot more than this, but luckily if we just look at these sticks here, we can harvest them, which will give us small sticks. If you've never gone camping in real life, this is essentially the exact same thing. Big stick makes stick, stick makes small stick. And if you break your stick, you'll have no stick. Alright, so now we're also going to need a hand drill. And to craft that, we're just going to hold down C and click this little crafting icon, which will bring up this menu here. Which is really cool actually, because you actually have to drag some stuff here. And now we have a hand drill. We'll craft one of those.
I need to find something dry.
Just use your wife. Okay, so the dry thing that we're actually looking for could be some nest, or it could be these trees over here. Chopping this down will drop palm leaf, and it will drop these dry leaves. We'll just take some of these and then head over to the fire, where you open up your trusty backpack, go to your hand drill and click use. Then you go over to your other pouch, you see you have dry leaf, you just drag that. There, and boom, we have fire. Pretty simple. We have the option to reply to our wife here, but I'm not going to. I'm interested to see what happens.
Yeah, you're right. I'm optimistic. If we're gonna find answers, hell, it'll be here.
That's boring. Alright, what's going on today? Oh, search tent. Got some notes here. I'm at the village, call me with the radio when you wake up. P.S. There's a little gift for you. Aw, a cute little watch. Give me that. Give me it! I feel like you drugged me. Take the watch. Think of this whenever a lantern gets his ring, but way cooler. Oh, and Ryan Reynolds isn't here.
And a macro element scanner.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what all these big words are. Okay, so if we hold F, it'll bring up our watch, and here we'll see like our carbs, our fats, our water, stuff like that. We need to make sure that we keep a balanced diet. So since we're a bit low on that red stuff, which I assume is protein, we're just going to take this here protein bar. With that, we go into our backpack. We go to our little food section here, and we have a protein bar, which will expand and eat, which gives us proteins and carbohydrates. Now we got to talk to the girl again.
We need that brain of yours working at peak performance.
When? When does it do that?
I'll try to take good care of it.
This girl is expecting too much of me.
Brave girl.
You could say that. Alright, so now we gotta go check out this cork board. This is gonna tell us about some basic stuff, like the dart frog here, or the local tribespeople. And some other stuff like, you know, animals and plants and stuff. But we don't care about that. What we do care about is finding tobacco. So we're going to open up our watch and scroll upwards to head north. Alright, so we can head up this rope here to find some tobacco, hopefully. Climb and climb and climb and climb and... That's a song I made. Ow. I see our character's hands are still lubed up from last night, and now we have to inspect ourselves. So we're just going to go to this inspection wheel and make sure that we're not scratched up anywhere. And we are. Now, if this wasn't the tutorial, you'd probably die from this, but I think we'll be fine.
Just scratches and bruises.
I don't know if I'd call that a scratch.
Yes, I do. Mullenaria. Long, smooth, acute leaf, surrounded by yellow flowers.
Oh, like that? So this here is Mullenaria. We just need to chop this up a bit. And now we take this, and we make it into a leaf bandage. Craft one of those. Now we go to our little inspection wheel, and we find our wound, which is right here. We then can open up our backpack, grab our bandage, and put it on. Pretty simple. Now if you haven't died by this point, I'd say you're probably gonna live for the rest of the tutorial. Yeah, no, once you're in the real world, you're probably gonna die. In fact, I'd say it's inevitable.
Like hell.
Aww, pobrecito mío. Imagine I am hugging you now.
No, that's worse! Day 32.
Please answer me.
I'm up, God, woman. Epic cinematic scene. Better run through the jungle. Whee! I'm getting some Far Cry vibes. Green hell. But no, does that not happen in Far Cry 3? Like in Far Cry 3, aren't you getting chased through the jungle and then you end up falling into a river? Ah, it's so bright!
Mia.
Hola, niño. Hello, can anyone hear
anyone hear me?
Wow,
Fuck.
so pretty. So once you're at this point, you're basically out of the tutorial, and now you're entering a bigger tutorial. You're just gonna want to head up here and cross this log, and then head almost perfectly straight. Gonna find the straight up river, and you're just gonna pass it. There is an anthill, so make sure you don't run into that. You'd have a pretty nasty rash early on, which you don't want. Eventually, you're gonna reach this river, which you're also gonna want to pass. And hey, look, a parrot. It probably flew into a tree or something. Pro tip, it normally asks you to harvest this, but if you just pick it up, it won't start rotting, so do not harvest it unless you plan on eating it. Alright, so there's a bit of a wall here. We're going to kind of want to slightly turn and follow this little path. And here's a camp. In the campfire, there's a backpack with a map. You need this to progress. Oh, and there's also some charcoal, a bone knife, a place to dry out some food, which we'll do now by going to the backpack and harvesting that parrot. Then go to the food tab, grab it, and drag it over here. And boom. Alright, so now we're just going to look at this map. It has a place called Lambda 2 on it. You're going to want to go here. There's this here, the Ritual Bowl, which is how you actually leave this small area of the map. But I'd recommend actually finishing the stuff inside of the area first. Basically, objectives will be popping up on the map, and you'll be told to find certain things. Going to those places, your wife will end up contacting you, and it will progress the story a little bit. So we're gonna do that now. Do the objectives, not our wife. Now, last time it was 69, and I can tell you it was not fun. It was like the fat kid from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. But hey, if you go behind that waterfall, you'll find some obsidian stone, which you can use later on to make like axes and stuff. I should mention, just go upstream from the camp and you'll end up reaching Lambda 2. And hey, would you look at that? Another parrot. Oh yeah, and by the way, don't walk in the center of the river, you know. They may tell you it's safe, but there's stingrays and stuff. It's much safer just walking along the edge. I remember whenever I first started playing this game, I didn't know that, and I got stung by one. It wasn't fun. You're also going to want to collect these mushrooms and stuff. They're pretty useful. We should almost be at Lambda 2 now. Yeah, I think this is it here. Just want to go up this log. And you'll see this. Alright, so now our goal is to find a grappling hook. Now this is where my knowledge doesn't come in useful, because to be frank, it ends there. I mean, after this point, I just get eaten by a jaguar and then have to do the whole thing over again. Yeah, we should probably head back to camp and make a little bed. Did I forget to mention you can't save unless you're out of bed? Well, you can't save unless you're out of bed. So we definitely want to go and get that. Oh, man. Okay, well, fell off that cliff and, think I'm gonna die. No, we'll be fine. Ooh, look, a coconut. We're not that low on thirst, but the bowls are pretty useful. So you're just gonna want to smack the coconut. And here it'll say coconut water clean, you can drink it. You're gonna wanna smack it some more. Now it'll say coconut shell with flesh, you're gonna eat it. Make sure you don't drink too many coconuts because you will shit yourself. Now you're just gonna take the bowls. You can put those out in the rain and they'll collect water. Right now, besides trying to survive, we're looking for Molinaria. You know, because of that cut, which I'm sure will be fine walking through this dirty water. Oh, and these trees will sometimes drop nuts. They're completely safe, so just eat them. They'll give you 15 fats. Here's some more mushrooms. We're just going to take those. And honestly, much like the cavemen, you're just going to want to eat everything, test them all out. So this one's good. It actually gives us energy. Oh, you're going to want to make sure you patch up your wounds. Leaving them untreated for too long can end up with them becoming infected. But I can't find any Molinaria, so we're probably just going to go lay down and hope for the best. Okay, there's home. Make sure you set out your coconut bowls. That way if it rains, you'll actually have something to drink. Now, until you get an actual shelter, you can sleep in this hammock, which is what we'll do. So we are almost dead. I'd imagine that's because of our nasty cut. Yeah. Oh my god! Holy shit, please no. Fight it! Beat its ass! Get the fuck out of here! Well, fuck. So yeah, you're gonna want to make sure that the first thing you do will probably be build a shelter and save frequently, or else, well, you're gonna have to start again. Oh, I should also mention that every night that jaguar comes, and that's the same jaguar that kills me every single fucking time! But hey, if you make a spear, which is just made of a long stick, you can drag it into your inventory, and I believe a stone, you can just throw it into its skull, and it will die. I feel like anything would die from that. But hey, this was a lot of fun. If you like this sort of content, make sure you subscribe. It's free. Leave a comment letting me know if you like this sort of stuff. I might come back to this game in the future. Let me know. And like or dislike. It doesn't really matter. See ya. Subscribe!